What is up, guys? It's Kashi. So in today's video, I'm going to bring you guys my updated Valkyrie deck profile. I haven't really updated this deck too much recently. It's been about 4 months, I think. I added a few new cards, so took out some cards, stuff like that. And I figured I'd go and do the updated deck profile. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm really hoping I really want to build a new deck. I'm looking into building an Evil Twin. But I'm not too sure yet. I really want to build that deck. I don't know yet. Or Drytron, I don't know. So, first of all, we got 3 copies of Drit. It's the search card, obviously. You have to play 3 of it. This deck's kind of just crap without it. So that makes sense. It's basically your searcher. 3 copies of Zweet, or Zwite, whatever you want to call it. Zweete, blah, blah, blah. This card's also pretty good. This basically gives your monsters more attack, and when it's destroyed by battle, I believe you can, I think it's the one. Oh yeah, you can revive continuous spells with this one. So this one is also pretty important. 3 Earthstay. Earthstay basically, I forget what this one does actually. So you can basically add back Mischief of Time Goddess. So this is Valkyrie Vierte. Vierte, activate 3 cards. Alright, I believe it's up to the number of spell cards you have. Valkyrie spell, or Valkyrie monster you control. Then you can add a Valkyrie card to your hand, or spell, I believe. I think just Valkyrie card. Yeah, or no, normal spell. Which is pretty cool. So that's all the 3 of your play. Let's get into the other ones. Two Valkyrie Brunhilde. She's pretty much the most important one. She basically protects all your other Valkyrie monsters from being destroyed. And on top of that, she can get pretty big as well. 2 Urda. On summon, makes your opponent loses, all your opponent's monsters lose 1,000 attack, which makes it easier to run over some of your monsters, which is really useful. 2 Valkyrie Sigrun. Really nice card. It's going to help you go into VFD and stuff, which I personally do not play, which I really think I should be playing it, but regardless, this card is really, really, really good. In fact, this card was actually played on other decks, I believe, just to make VFD, so that's pretty cool. And then I'm playing 1 copy of Valkyrie Fun Fight. This card is really average. It doesn't really do a whole lot. Gains a little bit of attack, and that's pretty much about it. And that's really it for these ones. 2 Valkyrie Seshte. I still have to get the other copy. I don't really have. I had another copy, but I don't know where it went. So, yeah. But, yeah, 2 of these really, really good. This basically on summon, especially it's pretty summon our monster from deck, which is really, really good. So that's pretty much it for the Valkyrie monsters. Obviously the main point of the deck. 2 Christian or Archer Christias. This basically. If you have 4 fairy monsters in your graveyard, you can slap this on the field, and your opponent can't special summon, which is really, really good. Yeah, really, really solid. I wouldn't recommend playing 3, just because you can get a little bricky. Especially like in the later states of the game, this card, you don't really want to see it, because it's not really going to do anything. It's just going to be stuck in your hand. So it's kind of dead at the end of the game, really. I'm still playing the Dangers. These aren't really like needed anymore, but I still play them just because they're nice to play. So 1 Jackalope, 1 Tsuchinoko, 1 Chupacabra, and 1 Danger Nessie. So these are your danger monsters. You guys know what these do. These basically, your opponent randomly picks a card out of your hand. If it's not this card, you special summon this card and draw a card. If it is this card, you each do certain either individual. They have their own like specific Abilities. That's pretty much it for the monsters. I play a lot of monsters this deck, obviously. There's probably about 30 monsters in here, but yeah. Spell cards, 3 Ride of the Valkyries. This card, special summon any number of, any number of different Valkyrie monsters with different names from your hand. And then you can banish this from the graveyard and search your Mischief of the Time Goddess, which allows you to attack twice, which is usually going to be what a game ends, hopefully. Usually. Sometimes. So yeah, there's Mischief of the Time Goddess. Really only need to play 1 because it's easy to get to. 1 Mischief of the Time Goddess, or Oracle, 1 Guidance, 1 Verdict. These are all really not that good except for this one. But you yourself play them because they can help out sometimes. Again, this is more of a casual build, so if you're actually going to play this deck more competitively, then I wouldn't play them. Which I actually might consider doing a competitive deck profile on this deck maybe sometime in the future. But I don't personally play this deck very much, especially at a competitive level. So, yeah. Embrace this card. Really, really good. It basically does a lot of things. So basically what it does is you can target 1 Valkyrie monster you control, 1 monster your opponent controls, switch them in defense, and banish a targeted opponent's monster. So it's basically a sort of removal. Valhalla, Hall of the Fallen. Special summons a Valkyrie monster from your hand. It's continuous. It's every day or every turn. You cannot own or you cannot control any other Valkyrie monsters. You cannot you cannot control any monsters in order to activate its effect. You have to have nothing on your board, and then you can use this card. I cannot believe I can't spit words out today. Alright. 1 copy of Forbidden Chalice, basically just like a effect veiler, basically. Infinite permanence. It's basically infinite permanence, pretty much. 1 for 1. Basically, you just discard a monster from your hand, or a card, and just summon a level 1. Which usually you'll like discard a card, get the Sachet effect, special summon out something else, which is usually the Drit that can search something else, which usually can be Mischief of the Time Goddess, special by the Valkyries. Special summon all the other Valkyrie monsters that you had in your hand, and there you go. Monster Reborn, another way to get to some of your Valkyrie monsters from the graveyard, and 1 copy of Reasoning, since literally all your Valkyries are different levels. And for the last card, I'm playing 1 copy of British Strike. This card is really underrated right now. I feel like this card is actually a card that we could see more play of later on. But basically, it's basically what it does is if your opponent negates a monster effect on your side of the field, you can basically flip this up, destroy that monster, destroy all other monsters your opponent controls, and their hand. So, yeah, pretty dang good. That's pretty much it for the main deck. It's a solid 40 cards. For the extra deck, here we had 1 copy of Cosmic Magician, 1 Beat Cop, which you really can't even make, but it's just in here. 1 Busha. Card's really only good for the first effect. Really, really good. We got this, which kind of this is here. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, which can pop spell and traps. 1 Win. I actually consider, I don't even know why I'm playing this card. You probably rather play Hida or the Fire Charmer, or the Earth one, I mean. Probably better, like, especially now. But yeah, We Witch's Apprentice. 1 Lib, or Ib, I mean. 1 Hip Shinugin, which really doesn't ever come up, but this card still can be really, really good. 1 Tornado Dragon, just as way of getting rid of your opponent's back row. 1 Apprentice Sprite, which is really hard to make. 1 Horror Arc, this card does come out sometimes. Really, really good. 1 number 262. Surprisingly, don't make this card that much. I actually have made this card a few times, and it basically just won me the game. But, yeah, Queen of the Night could come up sometimes, and 1 Evil Swarm. So, that is pretty much it for this updated Valkyrie deck profile. Again, this one was kind of random. I just kind of threw in some cards in there. But I don't know. I really haven't been playing this deck too much recently. I don't know. I just really haven't. I've been playing on more on the competitive. To be honest with you, I haven't really been playing Yu-Gi-Oh as much as I used to. Obviously, and I'm pretty sure I told you guys that already. I'm still playing, just not as much as I used to. But yeah, it's still really, really cool deck. I would recommend it if you guys are like a budget player. This deck's really cheap. Well, not really cheap, because, let's see. These are about $10 each. Or $20, I don't remember, like $15, I think. These are about $10 each, so. It's about a $100 deck, which isn't too bad, I guess. But, that's pretty much the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.